Could Superman's soup strainer land the Justice League in hot water? We're combing through the Stachegate controversy on today's Nerdist News, What the Friday edition. From director swaps to Batfleck bails, Warner Brothers' Justice League has been hit with all sorts of behind-the-scenes kryptonite, but through it all, the beleaguered tentpole flick has managed to keep a stiff upper lip. But not anymore! And it's all because of Henry Cavill's stiff upper lip. The Superman star was on the set of the next Mission Impossible film when he got word that he was needed back in Metropolis for some Justice League reshoots. The only problem, Cavill had grown a sporty stache for his currently unnamed MI6 role, and director Christopher McQuarrie refuses to let him shave it off. So now Warner Brothers has two options: write Soup's sudden facial hair growth into the script, or spend a lot of money to digitally remove it. And since this is a DCEU film, wouldn't you know, they went for the way more expensive option, making Cavill the first and only member of the $1 Million Shave Club. Now this news has obviously rocked the DCEU to its core. People were formerly wondering if you'd be able to spot the differences between the Snyder-directed scenes and the Whedon-directed scenes, but now they're going to be far more distracted trying to spot the CGI lip wax. Not to mention the intense fan war breaking out between those who think the mustache should be removed from the movie and those who think it should be added to all the scenes where Superman doesn't have one. In fact, YouTuber and pro stasher David Johns made this proof of concept video as a heartfelt plea to Warner Brothers to save Superman's flavor saver. Ooh, hard to deny that a jaunty mouth brow doesn't make Batman v Superman a whole lot better, mostly because it distracts us from actually watching Batman v Superman. But Johns wasn't the only Stache supporter to take to social media. For instance, a number of people stepped in to remind us that facial fur has a long and storied history in the Superman canon. Like this panel from a classic comic where Superman is about to get in trouble for his culturally insensitive Halloween costume. And let's not forget that the Kryptonian has also rocked mustaches of the milk variety, both in comic book form and Brandon Routh form. Poor Brandon Routh. He got milk and only one Superman movie. Of course, the big continuity question that arises from Kal-El's lip tickler is how does he trim those steely strands of hair? Well, apparently only Superman can shave himself. Whew, you need a Groupon to afford laser hair removal like that, and naturally, you have some dedicated artists adding handlebars to their own Superman fan art. But some haven't stopped at Superman, like Instagram user LJW, who thinks the entire league needs a lip luggage upgrade and altered the Alex Ross-inspired movie poster to prove his point. It is absolutely true, you can't stash the world by yourself. Just ask Tom Selleck. But fans weren't the only ones to chime in on the controversy. Mission Impossible director Christopher McQuarrie took to Twitter recently to address the issue, saying, "In exactly 1 year, you'll understand, the only way to keep a fake stash on Henry Cavill would be a liberal dose of staples." To which we say, he's Superman! If anyone can take a few staples to the face, it's him! And even Cavill himself had something to say, posting this pic on his Instagram. Calling the contraption in the image a weapon designed by Warner Brothers to combat the entity known as Henry Cavill's mustache. Could the device actually work, or could it backfire and spell doom for all of us? The world wants to know! But none more so than Cavill's bud and the man from Uncle co-star Armie Hammer, who responded to the gram by encouraging Cavill to hold a vote to see how many people wanted him to wax it off in an Instagram story. But come on, is the vote even required to know what the answer is? Wax up that lip, Cavill! I disagree. Wholeheartedly, keep that stash going. You are so handsome with it on. I love a solid stash. But what do you folks think? Are you on Team Stache or Team No Stache? And if we can remove glaring mistakes from the DCEU, does that mean that we can also get rid of Jared Leto too? Let's discuss. If you missed out on all of our San Diego Comic-Con coverage, now's the time to catch up. We broke down trailers like Thor Ragnarok and Justice League, dug into the Ghostbusters future, and also figured out how Will Byers will be the villain of Stranger Things Season 2. You can catch up on all of it right now over on YouTube or Nerdist.com.